Picture this. You're a kid in 2013. The sun is beaming through your window as your sleepiness escapes. You look outside and see snow. White, cold, glistening, beautiful snow. You eagerly check the calendar on your wall. December 25th, Christmas Day. You dart downstairs through the hallway. You see red and green everywhere. Your Christmas tree is glittery with ornaments, garland, and lights. Under the tree there's presents. There are other events planned for today, but these gifts are what makes you the most excited. As the fire in your fireplace crackles, the smell of Christmas breakfast wafting in the air, you search through your gifts until you find it. A suspiciously Pikmin 3 shaped present. You hastily unwrap it, just imagining the box art in your head. The hours of fun ahead. Wait, what? V-Bucks? Oh, Mom, not again! I wasn't born in 2013. I was alive, but, not born. Yeah, but I missed the release of Pikmin 3. Not because I wasn't alive, I was, but I didn't know what a Louis was, let alone an Olimar. I distinctly remember getting a haircut at a Walmart once, and once I was done, my mom let me pick a game, and the only two options I had were Pikmin 3 and Nintendo Land, since they were both $5, and like the dope I was, I picked Nintendo Land. But actually, Nintendo Land comes with a Pikmin game and 7 other games, so that was actually a 5-head play on my end. Okay, look, what I'm trying to say is I only got into Pikmin somewhat recently, and it's left a huge impact on me. I cherish my memories with these games, and feel envious of kids who got to grow up with them. I think that was a huge part of why I felt so inspired to make my Snowman and Pikmin 2 video, to describe the theoretical nostalgia I could have had with Pikmin. I of course probably would never have been able to experience Pikmin 2 as a kid, since GameCube games were really expensive and it was totally out of my loop. I feel lucky to have been able to grow up with Mario's Sunshine at all. But Pikmin 3? One small change in decision could have resulted in me playing and falling in love with Pikmin so much earlier. Just a tiny choice could have completely altered my taste in games, and maybe more, because Pikmin 3 is great. But enough of that, we're here to talk about snowmen, not goddamn parallel universes. So here it is. Here's why the snowmen in Pikmin 3 matter. Once we boot up Pikmin 3, we get an extremely cheesy but very charming monologue by a hidden narrator. They explain that because of a food shortage, 3 Kopai explorers, Charlie, Alf, and Brittany, are on an expedition to look for more food, when in classic Pikmin fashion they crash on PNF 404, getting separated in the process. Upon Charlie waking up, he finds himself being stalked by yellow Pikmin in a white wonderland. This very much has the same effect as Pikmin 2's opening, where it immediately resonates with the player if it's snowing where they live. It's an extremely cozy and visually stunning environment, but we're quickly taken away from it since Charlie gets captured by a monster. We then wake up from Alf's perspective. He crashes in a very tropical climate. I guess this would be for all the people who got this game during the summer. From there you do some pretty basic Pikmin tutorial stuff, you build a bridge, collect pellets, push a box, and end the day with a new goal in mind. Find Brittany before it's too late. The next day you go to the Garden of Hope, where you find the Rock Pikmin, rescue Brittany, get lots of fruit, and defeat the armored Maudad, who drops the Data Glutton, an old cell phone that lets us track Charlie. We soar off to the distant tundra, only to crash again, a la Pikmin 2. Alf and Brittany are separated by a river, with the only way to recoup being making a bridge. This section is one of my favorites in the game, and maybe the entire series, since it not only teaches about multitasking, but really challenges the player on replays to get it done as quickly and efficiently as possible. I also especially love the environment. The distant tundra is in my top 5 Pikmin areas, not just for the great gameplay, but also the amazing atmosphere. It feels very delicate and serene, and the music is gentle while still being haunting and empty. This mixed with the fast-paced multitasking gameplay just makes the entire segment unforgettable, but somehow it gets better, and that's because we have a few returning friends. In the Onion area, we can see a snowman. While this snowman is certainly smaller than the ones in Pikmin 2, it still managed to survive, and with a cherry on its head as well. I'm not really sure how many creatures on PNF 404 eat fruit, but there's gotta be at least a few that would have taken that cherry, probably trampling or at least damaging the snowman in the process. And the fact that some ethereal force protected this snowman for however long it's existed is kind of insane. There's also another snowman near the land site, and he's definitely melted a little too, but he's somehow still alive. Wait a second. Zoom in. Are those berries for eyes? And on the other too. So you're telling me, after potentially hundreds of thousands of years, these snowmen with food for eyes didn't get touched by any creatures? They just managed to avoid detection for that long? Seriously? I kinda like that. It's a little hopeful. I seriously doubt these snowmen were made by humans since they're so small, but I also doubt they were made by Hawkatates. You'll see why later. So whoever made these snowmen, which is most likely another tiny humanoid species, probably doesn't even think their creations still exist. For all we know, they made these snowmen thinking they'd get destroyed, only for them to not be. I also go over this paradox in my first Pikmin 2 video, but I don't think I ever really talked about how it relates to art itself. Because like these snowmen, art is timeless. While we continue to improve and innovate, our previous works remain as time capsules, or possibly even as revolutions to the new frontiers of art. And like these snowmen, lots of artists put art into the world for the love of it, not expecting to really catch on or mean anything in the grand scheme. Yet, it still exists, for new people to discover and draw inspiration from. As far as we know, the only people who will ever see these snowmen are Olimar, Louie, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. Yet, art is so powerful that even within this small pool of spectators, it inspires, and Olimar and Louie create another snowman in the shape of the president. They even go through the effort of getting a ball that takes 20 Pikmin to push up this winding hill just because it resembles the president's nose. And we know it was them who made this, because who else would know what the president looks like? Well, there's one life form that would know that, and who'd know what a snowman in general look like. The Pikmin are shown to be very intelligent, and they do show artistic expression. They can sing, they're extremely curious, and they find inventive ways to solve problems. They very well could have made the snowmen in Pikmin 2, the snowman near the launch base, and even the president, since they've met him before. I wish I had thought of this last year, but the thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Regardless, the point still stands. Whoever created the snowman took time and effort, most likely inspired by the Pikmin 2 snowman and the snowman near the land site, to create another snowman, knowing that most likely no one would ever see it, purely creating it for the passion of creation. And despite what they would most likely think, their art is seen by the Kopai gang, and it's only because of their art, their effort, that we can roll this heavy ball down this hill, breaking through this wall, allowing Alf and Brittany to venture through and save Charlie. If Olimar and Louie or the Pikmin hadn't decided to create the snowman, Alf and Brittany would have been screwed, stuck at a dead end, unable to save Charlie, find the cosmic key, and get enough fruits to save Kopai. Art can be used as a tool in the real world to push past roadblocks, break down walls, and without art, lots of us would be stuck in our own dead ends, unable to save ourselves. That's why I think these snowmen are so brilliant. That's why I made my original video, and why I made this video. This is the importance of art and culture. This is one of the many reasons why wide-scale layoffs are worth rebelling and striking against. Why AI is so haunting of a presence. And why the world needs more artists to put their crafts out to the public. I don't feel I was able to express this in my video from last year, but over the course of this year I feel I've improved so much at self-expression that I can easily write down my thoughts about the art I experience and what it could mean. It's only because of practice and persistence that I was able to make this, and with that, this video ends. I hope you all enjoyed. It was nice to be able to celebrate the season with a video about one of my favorite game franchises, and I'm glad to end off the year with this. I hope you all have a good day. What is that? Why is everything shaking? Anti-Skull Kid? You're back?
Well, is that any way to greet an old friend?
I thought you were gone. I defeated you back in March.
When a shadow disappears in darkness, it grows back in the brightness of light.
Mr. Vile, I told you to let me celebrate the holidays.
With just a bit of DNA that he collected during your previous fight, he was able to repair any damage you did while I was in a deep stasis. You did a lot of damage, but I'm back better than ever, much stronger than last time.
I feel like I don't even have to ask, but what do you want?
Believe it or not, it's much deeper than revenge. I am your nobody. My goal is to steal hearts, and you may or may not be the key to stealing all the hearts I could ever want.
Mr. Vile, how could you stand with this guy?
I think we've had more than enough chit-chat. Time to end you once and for all.
Well, this is familiar. If it worked last time, it'll work this time. You may have gotten stronger, but so have I.
Feast on some fodder.
Isn't this the same trick from last time? Your tricks are getting old.
By the way, your Pikmin videos sucked. Ever heard of the curtains were blue?
Ever heard of letting people think critically about something? Who cares if I'm looking too far into it?
It's completely and utterly delusional.
If I find meaning in something, I should be allowed to share it. Nobody said you had to agree.
I think you're just a pretentious teen who's trying to look smart.
I think you smell bad, but I don't think reminding you will make you want to shower.
So, what was your game of the year this time? Something lame?
Astrobot?
Oh, that won the Game Awards, didn't it? Never mind. Alright, I think you've proven you're worthy of dying to my strongest attack. Say goodbye to everything. Your world, your games, and your stupid YouTube channel.
Did you even watch my video? I've already put my art out into the world, and as far as you know, more people are going to see it. You act like it's the quality that makes something art, not the humanity.
Like it matters now. So long, partner. What?
And I'm starting to doubt you have any humanity in you, jackass.
Will you shut up while I work? Get off your ass and lend me a hand. Skull Kid, I am your nobody, and your shadow. I'll always be there to haunt you. I admit defeat now, but I will strike when you least expect.
Yeah, I get it. I can't stop you. So next time you come to kill me, at least think of some better quips. And maybe bring a better sidekick next time.
Skull Kid. Oh, Skull Kid. You don't even realize. I'm your nobody. Do you get what that makes you?
No, I don't. It's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts, so I kind of forgot.
Next time I meet you, I'm taking the key. Majora's Mask. Goodbye.
Well, that was the third time I almost died. It's almost like every special with live action is going to involve a fight scene. Huh. Anyways, as I was saying, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, or a Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you do this time of year. I don't know where the future is taking me, but I'd be happy to release more videos in the future. Until then, have a good one, and never forget to appreciate the art in your life.
Among the mist, I see a stretching path reaches out so far beyond what I can see. How far would I be walking till I reach the end of a path that's to be seen? I would keep thinking